Hello, my name is Rosella Sandoval. I am the project manager for Team 14, Padre Construction. Our project is the Beta Bay Waterlink Reach 1 approach. Now I will discuss proposed project description. Padre Construction is proposing to design a canal that will begin at the Naval Training Center, exit the base, and cross Barnett Avenue. This area is currently occupied by a mix of housing, commercial, and government property. The canal will be designed as a 100-foot wide canal in order to accommodate low tide. The canal will go through Gateway Villa housing site with proposed new housing around the canal. The canal will run through paved parking and storage areas on the north side of the U.S. Post Office and go through a portion of the west side of the Navy's Old Town campus. As part of the Waterlink, our team will design at least 25 feet of public park space on either side of the canal. Now I will introduce the Padre Construction team. Rosella Sandoval as the project manager and hydraulic engineer, Grant Gornick as the environmental engineer, Yusuf Al-Najjar as hydraulic engineer, Mashari Al-Maki as geotechnical engineer, Abdul Raham Al-Mutari as the structural engineer.
Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Al-Najjar and I'm the co-hydraulic engineer on the Beta Bay Waterlink Reach 1. I will run you through the demolition plans and the relocation of our site utilities. The demolition plan consists of removal of 1,047,000 square feet of area for the project to be built on. Existing businesses such as the U.S. Postal Office parcel, Amazon locker hubs, and Big Five Sporting Goods are to be demolished prior to excavation. Parts of Barnett Avenue, Midway Drive, and Sports Arena Boulevard are to be demolished, and the rerouting of these roads have been handed off to another contracting company. The existing community at Gateway Village Housing will see the removal of housing apartments as well. The on-site utilities must be relocated prior to the start of the project. The utilities considered were the sewage and water lines as well as storm drains. This data was retrieved from Sandag GIS data warehouse and was able to remove the current utilities that were surrounding our project location. As Padre Construction cannot account for future businesses, site utilities were relocated to avoid any damages done during construction.
For the vertical control plan for our project, we used the USA elevation map. This provides us with the important aspect of the vertical control of the area. The vertical control of the area for the various locations is as shown on Figure 1. The figure represents the elevation of the various locations presented in the area and the scale to measure these elevations. The areas around the site have an elevation about 20 feet. Also, this is important for us to realize that this vertical control is important to be accurately established. For the necessary vertical control for water, the water canal would be depending on the slope of underneath constructed water channel. During the construction of the drainage, the canal would be designed as the slope is directed toward the south, where water penetrates into the main drainage. The direction of the slope will be from north to south. The image has been illustrating the water canal direction with slope. The red arrow shows the direction where the slope would be constructed in the water channel.
The results of our erosion study found that minimal measures must be taken to combat erosion for this project. This is due to the relatively flat site and small amounts of added impervious surface area as part of the project. As a result, we have determined that the best erosion control measures revolve around planting vegetation on either side of the multi-use pathways. Specifically, the African sumac tree in order to provide shade and deep root systems, small cape rush, and Disney white ice plant for ground cover. These three plants were chosen because they are native to San Diego, are drought tolerant, and do not require fertilization. All three are also rated in the San Diego Stormwater Standards Manual for slowing the flow of runoff, improving erosion. Our stormwater study found that the Beta Bay Waterlink is located in the Pueblo watershed and drains into the San Diego Bay. This project is unique because it is exempt from the regulations pertaining to priority development projects. This is because the Beta Bay Water Link's only impermeable surfaces are the multi-use pathways on either side of the canal. This exemption means that no stormwater treatment is necessary and no water retention measures are required, per the San Diego Stormwater Standards Manual. As part of the stormwater study, Padre Construction Engineering is seeking Envision Sustainable Infrastructure Silver Award. This award is based off of a culmination of achievements that our team must pursue in categories like leadership and quality of life.
So here are some of the geotechnical part findings for our project. The soil classification of site, soil bearing capacity of site, and the draft pavement design for the canal and sidewalk. So by using the Web Soil Survey website, we got the soil classification of the site and what does the soil contains, such as sand, silt, and clay up to 72 feet deep layer at one location. For the soil bearing capacity of the site, the compaction limit of the soil is equal to 1, and for the bearing capacity of the soil bulk density is equal to 17.29, and the water content is equal to 8%. So let 0.76 times 0.76 when the canal is made, then the bearing capacity will be equal to 810. And for the draft pavement design for the canal and the sidewalk, so in order to construct the canal and the sidewalk, a 200 feet clear area is required, which will be made after demolition of the existing features. In these 200 feet, half of the width is for the canal and the remaining is for the sidewalks on both sides of the canal.
For the fault study earthquake lines for our project, by using the UCGS website, I found out the fault earthquake lines, and I found out there is no fault lines on the site. But there is a fault line that occurs near the site named as Newport Rose Canyon Fault Zone, and it is in the inferred location, quaternary, and there is one more fault line, the moderately constrained location. The fault zone at this site is the major element and it's located in the peninsular ranges. Both inshore region toward north. For the offshore, the fault zone is split up to constructive Mesozoic basement terrain Catalina schist on the west and the middle sediment volcanic and intrusive to the east. The section of the fault zone is 20 km and the total length of the fault zone is around about 209 km.
I am Yusuf, and this is my colleague and PM Rosella, and we are both the hydraulic engineers on the project. The structural design of this open channel has taken many considerations while designing. The height of the canal walls were estimated with considerations of rising sea levels, average wave heights, as well as average tidal heights, after discussion with a coastal engineer. Erosion control was another item discussed, and with the options available, riprap was considered, and using a 2-ton grade, we can minimize erosion on the canal bed.
The open channel is designed to be a trapezoidal in shape with a top width of 100 feet and a bottom width of 75 feet. The channel depth is 9 feet and has a side slope of 1.4. Considerations on the canal height, such as storm surges and tsunamis, were not considered, but in the case of it becoming necessary, wave breakers can be installed under the canal entrance. The engineer's cost estimate was prepared by Rosella Sandoval on a basis of the City of San Diego's cost estimation criterion, based on the design Padre Construction is proposing for the Beta Bay Waterlink Reach 1 approach. In conclusion, Padre Construction has evaluated extensive considerations for the design of the Beta Bay Waterlink Reach 1. Our team has proposed the best design following all the criteria per RFP, including water channel design drawings, profiles, and relocated site utilities, stormwater analysis. Additionally, our project meets the Envision Silver Award criterion.